This is the Eastern Business Report, where we look at the business ecosystem in the Eastern region and discuss topics affecting the region's economy. But first, let's take a look at some of the major business and development stories making headlines across the Southeast, beginning here in Enugu State, where stakeholders from government, education, and community advocacy sectors in Enugu State have called for increased investment in programs that empower teenagers with the knowledge, confidence, and skills needed to shape their future. They recently made the call in Enugu during the 2026 Teens Impact Summit, organized by the Ugo Ferdinand Foundation in collaboration with Brook Laurels Academy and other partners, with the theme Built for Impact. Speaking at the event, wife of the chairman of Iwe's South Local Government Area, Mrs. Ugo Ferdinand Zikara, said the summit was designed to create a platform where teenagers can discover their potential, build confidence, gain clarity about their future, and understand the power they carry within them. She noted that the difference between young people and who succeed and those who struggle often lies in the level of exposure, guidance, and mindset they are exposed to early in life, explaining that every great leader, innovator, nation builder once started as a young person with a dream, stressing that empowering teenagers with the right values and information will help them develop the confidence needed to achieve their goals. Meanwhile, the wife of the Enugu State Governor, Nkechi Yeremba, who was represented by her senior special assistant on special duties, Barrister Chidima Egono, commended the organizers for the initiative, further indicating that the administration of Governor Peter Mbao remains committed to supporting programs that improve the well-being of residents and promote the development of young people in the state. Now from Abia State, where the Abia State Governor, Dr. Alex Oti, has approved 100 hectares of land within the Abia Airport project site for the Nigerian Air Force to build its training base in Abia State. The Chief Press Secretary to the Executive Governor of Abia State, Ukoha Njoku Ukoha, disclosed these in a recent statement where the Nigerian Air Force had requested an expansion of the 50 hectares of land already earmarked for its training base at the Abia Airport project site. Speaking during the visit, Oti thanked the Nigerian Air Force for their approval to establish a base in Abia State, particularly at the Abia Airport premises, which is currently under construction. The governor assured that the Abia Airport runway would soon be ready, adding that it's a joint project between the Abia State government and the federal government. Now from Imo State, where the Imo State government has issued a public warning over the alleged illegal sale and encroachment on government-owned land at Redemption Estate Phases 1, 2, and 3 in Ivo Owerri West local government area. In a public notice released on Monday by the Office of the Governor on Monitoring and Compliance, the state government said it had received credible reports that some individuals and land speculators were selling and allocating plots within the estate while falsely claiming to be acting on behalf of the Imo State Housing Corporation. The statement, signed by the Special Advisor on Monitoring and Compliance in the Office of the Governor, Nze Nwaneri, reaffirmed the government's commitment to protecting public property and ensuring strict adherence to the Land Use Act and other land administration laws in the state. The government clarified that no approval had been granted for the sale or allocation of land in the estate. It's further declared that all such transactions are illegal and violate the Land Use Act of 1978, which vests the ownership and control of all lands in the state into the governor. The government therefore directed all persons who had encroached on the land or erected structures such as fences, beacons, or other forms of demarcations to vacate the premises within 7 days from the date of the notice, warning that failure to comply would lead to enforcement actions by the government, including the removal of illegal structures, revocation of any purported claims to the land, and the arrest and prosecution of those involved in the unlawful activities. The government further cautioned members of the public against purchasing land within the estate. Now from Delta State, where the Delta State government is set to build 34 billion naira worth of modern divisional police headquarters in the 25 local government areas of the state, as well as establish special police protection unit to further strengthen security architecture ahead of the implementation of the federal government policy on state policing. At a State Executive Council meeting presided by Governor Sharif on Friday, the approval was given for the commencement of the state-of-the-art facilities in the with more agenda of his administration. To further secure the lives of the people, each of the local government area in the state will get one of such facilities. Charles Anyango, Commissioner for Works, Rural Roads and Public Information, flanked by God knows Angela, Commissioner for Housing and others, said the Commissioner for Housing had been directed to commence necessary processes to ensure the project are executed without delay. The council also approved several other projects across different sectors, including road infrastructure in riverine communities aimed at improving connectivity and boosting socio-economic development across the state. God knows in his contribution said his ministry would be busy with the supervision of the approved project in the coming days, weeks and months and ensure quality jobs are done for the betterment of the people of the state. Still from Delta State, as Delta State Commissioner in charge of the Directorate of Riverine Infrastructure, Dr. Ebikami Clark, had hailed Governor Sharif's approval of 80 billion road project to open up coastal communities in the state. He also commended the governor for his continued commitment to the development of riverine communities across the state through large-scale infrastructure projects. Clark made the commendation in a statement issued on Monday, praising the governor for the recent approvals granted by the Delta State Executive Council for the construction of several strategic roads in coastal communities. He described the move as a clear demonstration of the administration's resolve to open up coastal areas and stimulate economic growth. According to him, the project, valued at over 80 billion naira, is expected to significantly improve accessibility, enhance socio-economic activities, and transform the rural economy of the benefiting communities. Still from Delta State, the leadership and people of Polobobo and its block communities in Warri North local government area of Delta State have protested their exclusion from the over 400 billion infrastructure project recently approved by the Delta State government. In a statement issued on Monday and signed by the president of Polobobo block communities, Paul, and Abu youth leader, Comrade Markison, the communities expressed disappointment that the oil-producing axis was omitted from the list of projects, commending the state government for efforts to improve infrastructure across the state. They said the omission of Polobobo raised concerns about fairness, equity, and balanced development. According to the statement, the area accounts for more than 20% of the state's oil production. The communities said they had remained peaceful and law-abiding, but stressed that justice, fairness, and inclusive development should guide the government's policies. They further called on the state government to review the project list to include the Trans-Ebema Road linking Obonbubu Obirini to Polobobo, as well as the Polobobo internal road network earlier approved during the administration of former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. And away from Delta State, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Omeno, has said his administration is taking practical steps to boost full-scale mechanized farming through the establishment of an agri-equipment leasing company, which will soon be commissioned. Governor Eno made this known shortly after inspecting the progress of work at the facility located at Ekperi Nsukara in Uyo, the state capital. He noted that the initiative forms part of efforts by his administration to strengthen the agricultural sector, improve food production, and support farmers with access to modern farming equipment. According to Governor Eno, the project is aimed at encouraging farmers to embrace large-scale farming in order to improve productivity, earnings, and ensure food sufficiency in the state. Governor Eno explained that his administration is focused on mechanized farming methods in the state to achieve large-scale crop production and increase profits for farmers. Meanwhile, on the government Tree Crop Revolution program, the governor assured the people that the initiative would commence once the rainy season sets in, as he urged farmers to take advantage of the various agricultural programs introduced by the government to enhance large-scale farming and economic growth. And finally, from Enugu State, teachers and local government workers who retired in 2012 in Edo State are set to receive their gratuity 14 years after retirement, which follows the release of 1 billion naira by Governor Monday Ebelu for payment of gratuities to the affected retirees. Chairman of the Local Government Staff Pension Bureau, Kabiru, said the payment represents the first tranche of gratuity for retired teachers and local government workers. Speaking at a press briefing in Benin City, Kabiru commended Governor Bebulu for his commitment to the welfare of workers and retirees. The former Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly said the governor had demonstrated strong political will in addressing long-standing challenges affecting pensioners and retirees in the state, as he thanked retirees for their patience, understanding, and continued faith in government despite the delays over the years. Meanwhile, the chairman of Local Government Retirees, Comrade Mike, urged the governor to continue payments to ease the plight of pensioners.